Teşekkür ederim. Okay, good news is I got the upgrade on Turkish Air. Bad news is I'm only going to have about an hour to spend in the lounge. And you might be wondering, why is that bad news? Well, most lounges in the airports, when you get upgraded, they have a lot of booze, really good Wi-Fi, and weak food like salad bar, lukewarm soup, some finger sandwiches. But the lounge here at Turkish Air is on a completely different level, as I first discovered when I was here about 4 years ago. So I'm going to try to show you some of the highlights from this incredible lounge. So there's way more stuff than I remembered from a couple years ago. Let's begin with the pods, if you will. There's a couple ladies making mante, which are the tiny little dumplings made by hand, with beef or lamb inside. They're no larger than the size of like a pinky fingernail, boiled, tossed with some tomato sauce, a little bit of yogurt, and then a little chili oil. And then you garnish it as you want with a little bit of dried mint or sumac or chili flakes. Absolutely delicious. And then in the same pod, gozleme, made on a flat top griddle, stuffed with potato and cheese or just cheese. Really, really thin pastry, very delicate, heated to order. And then the pod next to that, a couple of guys doing some grilled items, but also there's Aegean moussaka, basically chunks of eggplant cooked with tomato, and then some cannellini beans and some buttered rice. Also just incredibly delicious. Down the way from there, massive salad bar, all kinds of yogurt with eggplant, beets, grilled artichokes, tons and tons of olives. There's also a massive wall against the back of the lounge where they've got a couple of ovens and they're baking simit, made fresh throughout the day. There's pide, which is kind of the Turkish version of pizza. There was like an Asian noodle that I had, kind of a very thin noodle, and then a pasta of the day. There's also a tea bar, all kinds of dried teas from around the region. And then a dessert bar, no surprise, some cakes. There's a chocolate cake, there was a pound cake, and then a couple of varieties of cookies. Also, at least a half dozen different types of baklava, especially the ones with pistachio that I adore. You're gonna have to get to the airport anyway a couple of hours early if you're gonna check a bag. It took me about 30 minutes to get through passport control and security, so just leave an extra hour. You wanna get the upgrade when you're leaving Turkey, so you can get to the airport at least an hour and a half, I'd say 2 hours early. Try all the different food they have here. You're really gonna be surprised how good it is for an airport lounge.